Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining me here on Convertible Conversations, where we're talking about when victims become heroes. And we started out asking the question, how should we, as Christians, if you're a Christian watching this, how should we feel or act? What should we say about the controversy on taking a knee during the national anthem? And yesterday we talked about a couple of twins in my family growing up. One of them's name was Sneaky Cheater. That was his nickname, and that's what he did. He cheated and deceived. And his twin brother's name was Red, and he was an outdoors guy, big ruddy complexion guy with a red beard, red hair. Sneaky Cheater cheated and deceived Red all the time when they were growing up, and eventually stole his inheritance. Now, their mom claimed that God loved Sneaky Cheater and hated his twin brother Red. So Sneaky Cheater got afraid, runs away to another country where he cheated and deceived there. They did the same thing to him. Eventually he wants to come home and see his dad before he dies, but on the way he hears that Red, whom he cheated, had assembled 400 really big guys and was coming out to meet him. He sends a bunch of money and lavish gifts ahead and hopes to buy him off. And we asked yesterday, how do you think Red felt about his twin brother Sneaky Cheater? You think he might want to take revenge? Revenge says, you got to pay, partner, because you hurt me so badly. I want you to know to the depths of your being how badly you hurt me. I want you to feel remorse. I want you to grovel. Perhaps I will forgive you, but I'm going to remember this. And I'll remind you whenever I want to of how badly you hurt me in the past. I'll bring that up whenever I want to control you and keep you in your place. That happens with married couples a lot. I want you to walk on eggshells and always be afraid that you're going to do something that I'll come down on you so that you'll do what I want. I want you to fear me. What happens when that dynamic is in a relationship? It's not good. It's not good. There's no trust. One person controls the other, and the other lives in fear. Revenge says, you're mine. You're my slave. I control you now. And whenever you don't do what I want, I'll not only point that out, I'll remind you of the past, and the cycle continues, and I'm in control. But God, grace, says none of that. Perfect love, grace, God's unconditional love and perpetual action for everyone, puts an end to control and fear and angst and punishment and judging and shame. Contrary to what we've been taught by religion, God's concept of vengeance and justice is grace. No grudges, no revenge, no bribery needed, no appeasement, only reconciliation. By grace are you saved. And saved is not a ticket to heaven. As a matter of fact, the word saved and heaven are never mentioned in the same verse in the Bible. Saved is being made whole, being reconciled in a relationship right now, which we have been with God. Well, Red, whom we were told God hated, but God loved Sneaky Cheater instead, actually welcomed his brother home. He welcomed the cheater home with open arms. He was genuinely glad to have him come home. He liked meeting his family, Sneaky Cheater's family, which was also his family. He hadn't met him before. He was as gracious as he could possibly be and favorable to all of them. Red even said, hey, keep your money that you sent me. I don't need it. I got rich while you were away. Apparently, Red had been listening to God all this time, God who supposedly hated him. The other people thought God loved Sneaky Cheater but hated Red. But actually, Red had been listening to God. How do you think Sneaky Cheater felt? Well, we know. Their actual names were Jacob and Esau, and they were part of our bigger family. Here's what Jacob said after all of that, coming back, fearing his brother, whom he should have feared because he cheated him, and his brother's got 400 men there with him. Here's what Jacob said in Genesis 33:10. He said, truly, to see your face is like seeing the face of God, since you have received me with such grace. Wow. Didn't expect that, did he? We didn't expect that either. Tomorrow we're going to continue as we look at judging people who have hurt us, judging people who feel differently than we do, judging people who may do things that we think are disrespectful to something that we love. And we're going to look at and see how God reacts in those situations. And of course, then what he wants to do through us. See you then.